Hey everyone, this is Adriana from ROADIE Free Radio. In this clip, Larry talks to Kevin Kwiz Ryan, musician, producer, composer, audio engineer, and artist development specialist. Kevin does it all. He has worked alongside with powerhouse artists such as J-Lo, Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and more. Here, Kevin gives advice to young people starting out in the music industry and how you can be super creative when limited. You can make what you have work. If you want to hear more about Kwiz, make sure to check out the full episode number 146 from September 23rd, 2019. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subbing. Here are Larry and Kwiz.
So again, for young people listening who think like, I can't start my thing until I get that really good thing that he or she's got in their studio, right? What do you say to that?
If you can afford to buy a Shure SM57, a $99 microphone, that's pretty much a bulletproof microphone. You could drop it, you could slam it. You could record anything with that mic. Anything, vocals, drums, violins, anything. Now, I'm not saying it's the best mic for everything, but what you're trying to do is just capture a moment, a sonic moment. If you can afford to get a $99 mic and get a really inexpensive audio interface, the most inexpensive laptop or computer you could find, a Mac or a PC, used or whatever, because I could tell you a lot of my stuff, especially computer-wise with Macs, I buy a lot of stuff refurbished. My current trash can I bought on eBay, used. You know what I mean? Like, everything doesn't have to be brand new. Everything doesn't have to cost $1 million to get a good recording. Like, you can do this. It's like anything else. When you get your first bike and you don't know how to ride, you have training wheels. Once you start to learn how to ride, you take those training wheels off, but you still crash because you're not that great of a bike rider yet. You can't go bike racing. You can't start, jumping the bike and everything. You got to start slow, and you got to learn what that bike can do. It's the same thing with that with equipment. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You learn it. To me, it's like, if you can afford good stuff, if you can afford it. But if you can't, get what you can afford. Get the best thing you can afford and work with it. Because one of the things I learned early is, like, you're super creative when you're limited. When you have super limitations on you, you find a way to make what you have work. It's not about all the bells and whistles, and everybody wants all the bells and whistles, but I can also say from experience that sometimes when you have all the bells and whistles, you're not as creative. Mm-hmm. Because you have so many choices. Sometimes you don't know what choice to you're in the studio playing with all kinds of stuff and you get nothing done.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
I have a home office studio that is very modest. I don't have any hardware synthesizers. I don't have any drums set up. I just have my laptop. I have a drum machine. I use a Native Instrument machine. I have an Apollo Twin interface and some virtual synths. And sometimes all I want to do is create. And I create there. I won't even come to my studio. I create there because I know I can't do everything I want here. But what can I do with what I have? And that, when I'm doing ESPN, ESPN, I usually start in my office too. My home office. I usually start there because I'm like, it's about being creative. It's not about, okay, well, let me pull out the knee for this or the SSL compressor and throw that. Forget that. Yeah. Forget that. Just create, man. Just be simple. And like back in the day when I first got in the record industry, one of the things that always stuck, I don't remember who told me this, but it was a record exec, and he told me simplicity sells. You know what I mean? And when you have a great, simple song that it's easy for them to remember, they don't care about the arrangements. They don't care what kind of drum machine you used or what bass amp was on that You know, they don't care. They just want to hear the song. And if it's a simple thing that's easy to remember, that's a great song.
Yep.
It's the same thing with equipment.
Yep.
It's the same thing.
Yep. Hey, what's happening, roadies? It's Larry here. Just wanted to thank you so much for listening to this short clip. I really hope you got something out of it. If you can take 2 seconds to head over to iTunes and drop us a review or a comment, we would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Keep listening, keep coming back, stay healthy out there, and remember, no roadies, no rock and roll.